You tried to be disciplined so many times, but each time you failed, and this is why you came to my video, you failed in being disciplined not because you're weak or inconsistent, but because you lack commitment. And this is what I really want to get across to you today, the lack of commitment. You see, my friend, the lack of commitment never announces itself in the obvious form. It's waiting until your time is wasted completely and your soul is divided between numerous paths while you're mastering none. This is the point. It's trying to distract you. But here's the key how to get out of this mental state. I love this Jim Rohn's line that he once said that ask yourself these several questions. Why push so hard? Why do so much? Why care so deeply about what you're doing? Do not try to push yourself hard. Simply ask more questions, reflect more on your thoughts, and do the mental work. This is what really matters. When you have your why, your strong reason, and this is what allows you to stay on the track and just do what must be done, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of how you feel or what kind of problems occur on your way. You see, my friend, believe it or not, but the greatest fortunes in history and the greatest leaders who accumulated these fortunes, they weren't highly motivated as you think. Most of the times, they accumulated their fortunes simply because they rejected poverty enough to start moving. They felt hopelessness, despair, frustration, and it pushed them towards their goals. They didn't negotiate with themselves what kind of objective to choose, what kind of direction to start heading. They weren't trying to impress crowds because the pain of stagnation is always more unbearable and agonizing than the pain of movement and momentum. And if you cannot stay disciplined, you probably haven't reached that kind of point when you regret about your wasted time and you have no more time to waste to simply move regardless of your mood. This moment you truly understand what it means to commit. You feel that you cannot live this mediocre average life and merely survive. You simply focus on one objective, and you fully commit to this. You see, the problem in our society is not that people are getting lazy or procrastinating, not that they're lacking energy or motivation, but the real tragedy is that people waste decades while being divided into numerous goals while mastering none of them. They want to impress crowds and to become superstars while not doing anything in their lives because they're not thinking for themselves, they're thinking for crowds, for onlookers, for audience. This is the problem. Our energy is looking through distraction that we haven't decided yet to cut out for our great purpose and our goal. Because when you want to succeed, you gotta cut out everything that contradicts your purpose. You see, you can think of this as when your conduct contradicts your initiative, there is no congruence in your output. Therefore, your life is not coherent. And this is why most fail. They flirt with greatness, they admire wealth, but they never, never, never feel a commit. It is not about pushing yourself hard to work, it's more about congruence between your conduct, and your initiative, because you no longer hesitate or resist your own actions. You know what you want out of this life and you move accordingly. You stop resisting the change because you understand that this thing must be done. And unless I do it, I'll be dwelling in this unbearable mediocre comfort. I just cannot stay in the same place because the pain of stagnation is always more unbearable and agonizing than the pain of movement and momentum. Discipline doesn't equal recklessness. It doesn't mean working every single second without rest, but it does mean to be consistent enough to keep your purpose and your goal alive and your vision sharp. And it means to make a decision so final so you don't even revisit it. You've chosen and you persist. And this is where most people fail. They fail to make the decision with finality. They make it vague, shallow, but never final. And they are unwilling to pay the price of their decision. So you gotta choose what kind of lifestyle you choose and what kind of price you are willing to pay for it. But the price cannot be avoided. What kind of lifestyle you choose, ask yourself this question. Whether you choose the lifestyle when you lie on the couch and watching TV series with your belly fat, your body fat, and your mind dumb, not sharp, you feel like it is not the life of your dream. Is that your real capacity? Or you choose sacrifice, make a decision with finality, and once you make it, everything will shift. There won't be even a moment anymore where you'll be thinking like, oh my god, I can stay disciplined, because discipline will become your second nature, your second identity. The price should be paid.